I'm trying to remember, like, one morning, it was just clear, and like, where is it?
Aaron,
Where is
could
it
you
off
open up
from?
a couple other agendas?
Yeah.
Please.
Easy.
So
You're up a ways. Oh, yeah. From leaving the store, pulling in, like, launching the boat, it takes 5 hours. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's good. See, I'm like having a toddler in the car, it's like that. Hey, over there, yeah, over there, yeah. I'm honestly admit it. Put your head down and drive.
Open.
Starting.
And then. That's it? How do I get this just closed?
Yeah.
And if someone else wants to come in, they'll pop in.
It'll ding there, yeah, it'll ding, say so and so available.
Okay, how do
You don't need it up there. Cause there's nobody talking up there.
I? Oh, okay.
So you don't need it up. Going out.
I figured them.
It's just going out, we're not letting people in. It took too long. Thank you, understand.
One second, get enough agendas. So. I'm just waiting for. the phase in a minute.
Yeah, there will be added on. I have an extra one if somebody.
All right, we good to go?
Yep.
All righty, call the meeting to order. 6:03, do we stand for the pledge of allegiance? I.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda adjustments. We're going to take off new business E. Any other additions or changes? Anybody?
There will be some additional warrants added.
Okay,
Just if that makes a
do we
difference.
have the numbers and?
They are probably in the pile. Trish should know that.
So do we wanna add a form for town on land use?
We already have the form.
Do we know where we have?
I'll walk up in there.
Okay.
All right. Approval of the minutes from June 19th.
We'll talk about what is it? Motion to approve is read. I would ask that Christine was not mad and maybe made. And vote 3. What? 3, Christine mad.
Number 3.
Number 3.
I'll fix
Thank
that.
you. And I was trying to figure out what I was mad at. But there is one thing though, Andy is the one that was supposed to be contacting the Songway, not me.
Okay. I'll correct that as well.
Any other corrections or anything?
The motion with corrections.
Yes.
Correct.
I have a motion and a second to cover, to approve the warrant with those excuse me, the minutes with those corrections. Any other discussion before we move forward? I did. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain? I was making sure she got it.
Sean was.
Yes,
saying
both
this.
ends. Board elections. We are here to start a new year, so we will re-elect chairperson and vice chair. So we'll start out by opening nominations for chair.
You said re-elect, so there you go.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. I
Yes,
said
it
we're
is.
opening for elections.
We said we're gonna re-elect.
I will re-elect.
Thank you.
I misspoke.
I would nominate you, but I know you don't want to. Am I right?
I would rather not if somebody else would, but If there aren't, then I can do it again, doesn't matter.
Carol nominates Brian. I second.
You
Christine, is that you? Nope. Oh, no, second.
would. And
Christine sitting between us.
any other nominations? Okay. Motion
You
and
could nominate someone, you know, if you don't wanna do it.
it's fine. Big deal. 1 year left, so what the heck?
Go out with a bang.
Pretty much. All right, motion and a second for me, all those in favor? Opposed? Or abstained, I don't get any call either one.
Are you abstaining or opposed?
I'll abstain. Good. All right, vice chair. You can motion for vice chair.
I don't wanna do it again. If anyone else doesn't wanna do it. So,
I was just gonna nominate you.
there we go.
Okay, so I have a nomination. Any seconds? I will second that. I have a nomination, excuse me, any other nominations? Been a long day. Okay, no other nominations. I have a motion and a second for Carol. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, move forward with the new year. And then we'll go back and deal with old business first. So you said you wanted sewer billing actually is new business and not old business, is that correct?
Well, cause it's something different, so yes, it should be.
Okay, we will make an adjustment and just slide that down under new business and we'll talk about it at the end of new business instead. All right, I had added water district lease on the agenda. I spoke with the town attorney, it was Monday. I think it was Monday. And he was supposed to, or was hoping to have a draft to me by today, so we could talk about it tonight. I do not have the draft in hand as of yet. So, and I just checked my email. So I will reach out to him first thing in the morning and see where things are at. He was supposed to be working with his real estate person to get that drafted up and finalized so we could have it to move forward with. But, so I will reach out to him first thing in the morning and see where things are at. But I thought we were gonna have the draft tonight, but. So I will reach out to him in the morning and let you guys know what we hear. Apologize for that. I thought we were ready to move forward with it.
We were hoping.
Yep, well, like I say, I had chatted with him beginning of the week and that was the plan, was to move forward with something tonight, but. So, I will,
Once you have it in hand, what's the process?
as soon as we have it in hand, the board signs it, so it's a matter of bringing it to a meeting, taking a vote to approve it. And,
So we'll have to wait for the next meeting,
yes,
even if you have it in hand tomorrow.
correct, yes, yep. Yeah, we'd have to hold the meeting and
Why is he sitting on his hands on this?
Everything
we've been
will go
working on
right
it.
like this.
Yeah, we've been working on it. I mean, we've talked, I don't know, a few times. But, yeah, no, like I say, I emailed him. Whatever day last week it was, saying, hey, can you contact me so we can talk and get this done? And so we talked first of the week and. But. So. Like I say, I will give him a shout in the morning and see where it's at and. I'll shoot you guys a note and let you know.
Could they see, could you email it to them?
When we have the draft, yeah,
Right.
I'm happy to share it, yeah.
No, I thought you'd do it.
Yeah, no, like I say, I'm happy to share it as soon as we get it, I don't have it yet.
No, I know
so,
that.
Yes. No, as soon as we have it, we will share it. Go from there. All right, on to new business. Diane,
Well, it's really the planning board, I'm gonna let Tom talk.
Hi,
Tom.
so, we have a solar project that wants to come in on Canton Point Road. That originally was going to be deemed a medium scale. Solar project per our ordinance. In the cover letter that we received. I can pull it up here from the solar project. Second paragraph down, they asked for a variance. because in our ordinance, we have it set that a medium scale is one,
Up to 1 megawatt.
up to 1 megawatt, but we rated it in DC power, not AC power. So their project nameplate would be in AC power, which is like 1.3 megawatts. So we had to deny them their permitting based on the fact that it doesn't meet the ordinance requirements for a medium scale. Which that's why we're kind of here today, looking through the ordinance. We didn't dictate if something I don't know why we did, if something doesn't get approved, we didn't dictate who then can grant the variance, or if it then goes to appeals. So that's kind of where we're at this point right now. We did deny the permitting based off of the size of the project, based off of the nameplate. In my research, I've seen nameplates DC or AC. Most of them I've seen have been in DC power, direct current, as opposed to AC power, alternating current. The reasoning why this one is rated in AC power is it's gonna be tied into CMP for net energy billing. And CMP doesn't care what the DC power is, they care what the actual current going into the grid in AC power is. So that's one of the reasons why we denied it based off of the nameplate. For
So the application is 996 kilowatts AC, but that translates to 1,368 kilowatts AC. So it's DC
1,000 what?
1,368.
Okay.
So in DC, it's over a limit, and AC, it meets the criteria. But our ordinance says that our nameplate capacity is DC. So it also says in the ordinance shall be enforced by the municipal officers or their designee, which is why.
So anything, just like with our other ordinances, anything that needs a variance or anything like that goes to appeals board. That's nothing that the board of selectmen can do. So, my feeling would be, we would push it towards, if it wants to move, if you guys do want to move forward, then you would need to go before the appeals board.
Okay.
To get that approved. At least that's my feeling. I don't know what the rest of the board.
No reason to deviate from general practice.
I don't see any reason to.
Agreed.
I just want to say the other option would be if they modify the project.
Mhm.
So that nameplate was in DC power under the 1 megawatt.
Correct, yeah.
Just a quick question. I need clarification in regards to, I know from prior meetings, it said something about small solar projects, would or would not bring money to the town, large ones would. What would the medium bring to the town for monies, if anything?
I don't believe any of them are just to bring it to the town unless,
The only, the land would be evaluated at a slightly different rate, so they would get slightly different tax revenue off of the taxation of the piece of property. Because of the added equipment that's on.
Yeah,
But
they're not,
other than like getting discounted labor, discounted power rates, things like that, that will apply in this situation.
they're also not set up like the wind towers are with community benefit funds, so
Thank you.
we see. Essentially, no big increase, so.
any other
No, I say we
questions?
start.
Do you have anything that you're here this evening?
No, I was gonna, if it'd be helpful, I was gonna talk a little bit about the project and, if you were gonna consider a potential variance, but it seems like if it's going to the Board of Appeals and.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Sure,
When you approached us earlier, it was over the size on our ordinance. And I think some of the townspeople thought you were gonna modify it down to meet the minimum, the medium size, but you didn't. Why?
I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as when we originally came, we submitted an application before the ordinance was approved. And it wasn't deemed complete, and so there was kind of like our application couldn't get in before the ordinance. So at that point, we were proposing the same size project, which is considered pretty small under the state's program. The state had a community scale slot, and that was from 5 megawatts AC to anything below. So 1 megawatt AC is pretty small, the state's program. But the state is, since the Public Utilities Commission has reduced the size, because a lot of projects have been built, and now the state's limit is 1 megawatt AC. So that's kind of why we were coming in to say, well, CMP does not really care, as I think Tom mentioned. They don't care what the DC is. They want to know how much actual power we're putting into the grid. So we produce, for this example, 1.3 megawatts or 1,300 kilowatts. So if we want to define it, we have our panels and our system set up for that. But once it goes through an inverter and creates the power that we can all use, which is AC, that goes into the grid. And so that's what CMP is interested in, because they have only capacity to transmit AC power. And so that's kind of the way it's set up. So we originally came in with a 1 megawatt AC. We didn't get in before the ordinance, which was a little bit confusing because we had a couple of rounds of comments and then it was deemed not complete, which is fine. We waited around, you know, for the ordinance to be passed, and so that's where we're at.
So, and this, you know, is probably something for the appeals committee, but, if they said no to the variance and you had to sit within the 1,000, what would you have to, how many panels would you have to lose to
We
get
leave
to that?
about 25%.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, the project site, well, Synergy is who I'm working with, and they've completed 15 projects in the state. And this project is probably the last one because the program has gone down, even though they've done several 1 megawatt projects. But since we kind of started before the ordinance and have been ready to do it, and because it's such an amazing site, it's an old gravel pit, it's 20 feet below the road, and it's completely surrounded by vegetation. It's, you know, if you have 3 projects that you're gonna, or could potentially approve under the ordinance, this would be kind of a perfect one. So anyway, I mean, we'd like to have a 1 megawatt AC project. If we're not able to do that, and we'll lose 25% of our panels, we'll probably still do it.
Okay.
How many panels are you talking?
Oh, good question. It's 2,400.
Oh,
It's over about 5.5 acres.
Yeah.
So the Turner Solar project, I'm not sure how much that is, but that sits up above the road.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ours would be like 20 feet below the road.
yeah, I'm one of your neighbors on the lower side.
And it's well above the river.
Yeah.
It'll never flood there.
Yeah.
Although my field does.
Mm,
I want to point out one other thing. I'm sure you've probably heard of LE 1777 ask, which is cutting
Yeah.
subsidies for these types of solar projects, but if they're approved within the 2025 calendar year, they still qualify for the subsidies. So I just figured I would throw that out there.
I have a strange question, just because I don't understand. With the AC/DC conversion.
Mhm.
If the ordinance says it needs to be DC and you're doing, you know, the conversion rate. Doesn't that automatically, my thought process goes, if you need a building permit and it's anything less than 10 by 10. It can still be 9 by 8, you know what I mean, you can make those adjustments. Is there a difference here? If you know what the conversion is? It's still too big. Why does it have to go to appeals? to say it's, I'm just confused myself on it.
Appeals would be the only one that can grant the variance.
Right.
The Board of Selectmen can't grant a variance.
That I get, but I'm wondering why would even go to appeals if we already know that we're too big?
Oh, all right, never mind.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I know the ordinance says AC or DC, one or the other, but it's like, if it says 12 feet and we do it in kilometers.
Right,
Type of thing, you know what the conversion is.
it's because our ordinance states that the nameplate on the solar project needs to be rated in DC power.
It just,
Yeah.
it says it specifically has to
specifically
say,
says
okay,
this.
that was my question. It's not a matter of the conversion, it's just state.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
So.
Any other
No, I was just gonna say,
questions, comments?
we
Okay.
find our 3 appeals board members and then we will get back in touch with you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we will try to do that as soon as humanly possible.
How often does the appeals meet?
Once
They
every
don't-
5 years.
Yep. They only meet when they
So
need
it's
to.
only when needed.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
Yep, so we will get in touch with them and see what we can do.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you for your information, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, fall cleanup dates.
Already?
Does anybody want to pick a date?
I was having.
This weekend.
Looking for a couple of date options that we can reach out and check in with Archie's and see if we can, if it works for their schedule.
September or October, you think?
Last year was October. Like to see what our actual dates were.
10, maybe?
That would be Columbus Day weekend this year.
Conveniently, I didn't put it in that calendar last year, so. Usually we do 4 days, 2 Wednesdays, 2 Saturdays. And then if there's extra room left, we occasionally will leave it, the dumpster there and just put a post out.
Which there never is.
Right, yeah. Sometimes we'll just put a post out saying, hey, you know, we still have room and go from there.
So how about September 24, 27, October 1 and October 4 to avoid Columbus Day weekend. What? Oh, September, you get October. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
got it October right now. You said September.
We probably need to check with.
I'll say those one more time.
The 24th of September.
Yep.
The 27th of September,
4/27.
October 1 and October 4.
All right, so we'll say that's one option. What do we want to use for a second option? Because last year we gave Archie's 2 options and let them pick for their schedule.
Well, I think we need to check with Public Works to see if they're available, because they're usually the ones punching that stuff down. With the equipment. So,
Then if we had a second option, what if we did 15, 18,
Are you in October or September?
Yes.
yep, October, 15, 18, 22, 25.
Then there's no snow
I don't know.
you were off, I don't go.
yet. Sometimes it snows on Halloween.
Yes, yes, it does.
Are we gonna check into tires this year again or not?
It's so expensive.
I don't think we should, but I think we should take a year off and then go from there. That's what we've done in the past. We've
Yeah.
done one, so
Every year.
we did tires, then we took a year or 2 off, and then we did it again, and then
Cause I know Andy had to scrounge to find it, to make.
to get enough, yeah.
One's out behind me. Several.
All right, Kathy, can you just check in with Archie's and say, hey, this is a couple dates that we're looking at, are both of these open, yes, no? If there's a preference from them, and then we can also check in with Jim and
Is the first,
Andy and just see.
is this the order you want? If they say which do you want more preference, do you care?
I would go with the first one, the September and the October dates first.
Okay, that's,
Yeah,
Yep,
I don't really care.
Not that, I mean, just some people, if they're leaving, close up camp might be.
with the changeover, does anybody remember off the top? How many roll-offs we had? With two, did we have two up there at a time or just one up
I
there?
believe there was
Usually
two.
2 at a time.
Yep.
Yep. Either 4 or 6. I think we started with 4 and then,
Added if we needed.
yeah,
Perfect, thank you.
all right, we have a couple date options to look at, so we'll, you can just check in with them. And then we'll bring it back at our next meeting so we can officially set the date and go from there. Excuse me, CB grant.
I forwarded both of the estimates for the public works building to the office. And they already had the fire department one, so I believe it's in their hands now, correct?
They wanted that clarification. I have not forwarded that on yet. I was waiting to see if anybody had any other.
They asked for estimates. I mean, they didn't ask for actual. Guaranteed costs, so we ballparked. And clearly not well.
And those are a year old almost, so.
Right. Yeah, I mean, even the,
Yeah,
it wouldn't
that's
shock
true,
me if even the heat pump ones have changed by now, I mean. The way pricing is changing at the
I'll
moment.
forward that. You will understand.
Remind us what the CEBE grant is.
Community,
Center for an ecological base.
thank
Economy.
you.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I would not have come
Yeah.
up with that.
Got it.
grant to help with,
And I should say.
and basically, the route we went, when they gave us like 3 or 4 different options, and one we went with was energy efficiency. Was what we're looking for.
Ironically.
Yeah, so we'll see. We were approved, but it's just a matter of going through the process. All right, liaisons for departments.
So we're one person.
We can.
I mean, 'cause
this one. I guess,
Well, because that's actual business.
well, liaisons for departments is business.
Okay, fine.
Children,
What's that?
the children.
Okay, liaisons for departments. So, I want to throw this out there, and see what people's thoughts were. We can do a couple things. We can do like we've done in the past, where we either stick with what we have and Robin is the new person, just gets thrown into the mix. We can list them all out on a piece of paper and throw all the departments up for discussion for liaisons. The other option is there's 2 more options. One would be we don't have any liaisons at all.
Can we pick the one we want?
No,
Definitely not the planning board. And then the other option is I can go to each department and or committee and ask them their preference.
I'd like to
And then
see,
we can go from there.
I know,
We got like 4 or 5 different options we could look at.
I know I'm the new person, but I would like to see the department heads to a point, have some input. Just because. I feel like it's, they're the main person, they know what's going on more than anything, that maybe ask them.
Mhm.
Who they might, maybe they wanna change, maybe they don't, maybe they would rather report to the whole board, I
Well,
don't
and
know.
that's why I threw out. Do we not do them? I mean, it's not that I like them for certain things to stay in contact and just up to date on things. But I also think we pay our employees very well, and I don't need to make decisions for employees that we're paying well to make decisions. So maybe we table this and I can go around and talk to each department and see what their thoughts are, or heck, it's the beginning of the year, we can pull everybody in for an employee meeting and ask. what they would like to see going forward. Because we actually need to do some mandatory trainings anyways.
I think the department heads need to make their own decision, Brian. You pay them well,
I agree.
if they have a financial decision, they need to come before the board and talk about it.
Mhm.
Maybe there isn't a one size fits all solution. We could have some,
And some may say,
More needy than others.
yes,
also some non-paid or liaisons to non-paid groups.
Right. Mhm. Yeah.
There might be something to be said for a mixed approach.
mhm.
We do that. That's why I wanted to put on the agenda, that way we can figure out. So let's do this,
I couldn't hear what Christine said. What was it that you said?
I said there might be some reasons to take a mixed approach, not a one size fits all approach.
Mhm.
so I think what we'll do. Kind of mull that over for the next couple weeks. And we'll bring it back with thoughts on needs and don't needs, we can chat about it again.
Next,
Oh, yeah, be quick. Let's go, so we took off E, F, office closed September 30th, NPCCCA.
yep, just giving you guys a heads up that, we'll be closing on the 30th. That is our, annual networking day.
That's actually a Tuesday, not a Wednesday. September 30th. Unless I,
It is a Tuesday.
I could have written that wrong. So it's either the 29th or 30th.
No,
29th
29th
is
is
Monday.
Monday.
Okay, so. Aaron, is there any chance you can check that email for networking day, please? And the other day, actually, that's not on here is October, I believe it is 8th, and that is, MMA's annual convention,
Networking.
no, this one's networking day. This is through the Clerks Association. The other one is their annual convention, what's the word I want, Brian?
The networking day is September 10th. It is the 30th annual networking day.
Sorry, September 10th. And it's the MMA convention in October. And those are stipulated in the state statute, so. Just giving you guys a heads up on that, so we can plan ahead.
So now I'm gonna say, is September 10th, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
it's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday,
Okay,
She had the Wednesday right.
in the month.
and it's the 30th annual, so you
Yes.
see where I got
The
that.
30th one of them,
And
so.
October 8th is also a Wednesday.
Yes.
Sewer billing,
So. I'm looking at you because this is your area. So next bills are out in October.
Yes.
I would like to see a form going out with them that if they want to have their bills emailed to return said form with their correct email. Because I think that would save the sewer department. I mean, it's not gonna be a huge amount of money, but any amount of money is helpful. So we'd have to have, the email column and the,
I'll do it, but I don't think that's going to save any money, and I think that that's going to just create a lot of headaches for the office.
why?
That we don't have e-billing in place, that's not something that we've got.
I don't think you need e-billing though. You can just attach a PDF to the email and say, here's your bill instead of sending it through.
Right.
We just did it,
What?
we just did it. One that you just did that.
So how do you do it?
And on our invoices, we said, do you want your bill?
Right, but I mean, how do you email the bill? Is it a,
Mail
do you email it from QuickBooks or do you print them? Oh, see-
You have three.
Right. And emailing from Trio is not always not always. They don't always get it. I don't know.
Who doesn't always get it?
I know,
Right.
a lot of people receive the water district's bill through email.
I will send out a form, I will look into it.
Okay, yeah, if you could just look into it for me, that'd be wonderful.
We'll see what kind of buy-in we get on that.
Thank you.
I think it's something I agree that we should look at just in terms of trying to save postage.
Postage, paper, everything.
Yeah, no, I'm very much okay with it. Other business.
That's it. That's all I have for that.
Good, I thought you were gonna talk about sewer billing.
No.
Nope, not tonight.
Okay.
Other business on the board.
I have none. Andy's on vacation. That's it.
Okay. Okay, other business?
I don't know if you need to do anything with Robin's official resignation letter from the planning board.
Yes, we need to accept that.
Okay.
Yep.
That was
Read it.
effective June
You wanna read
30th.
it?
Effective June 30th, 2025. I'm resigning from the town of Canton planning board.
I make a motion to go ahead and accept Robin's resignation letter from the planning board effective 6:30.
Second,
I have a motion in a second. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain?
And the other thing I have, I'll pass this down. You all have a copy of it in your folders. This is the original. This is the fire department contract. Hartford thought they had sent it to us and they did not, so they forwarded that on. We just need signatures from the board on that.
Already put it, I can sign it.
Alright, so in front of us, we have the contract for fire services for Hartford, fiscal year 25-26, 30,000, 26-27, 31,000, 27-28, 33,000. Covers an estimated 852 residents in the coverage area.
We got a name change on that. They have Michelle's name.
That's
so-
fine, we just strike.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying.
Yep. Any questions, comments? Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
second,
I have a motion and a second to approve the Hartford Fire
Whoops.
contract as written. All those in favor?
Yeah.
Opposed?
Hmm. No, that's, that,
That goes
no,
with
that-
Well, that's a double tick. She didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay. That's good.
dated today,
yes,
today is the
and 10th.
10th of July.
You got it.
That would be it.
All right, let's see, approval of the warrants. AP warrant number 129, $6,094.50. Number 130, $2,278.53. Number 132, $2,278.53. Number 2, $3,643.20. Number 3, $1,807. Payroll warrants number 128, $5,742.40. Payroll number 1, $6,209.72.
Proof is right.
And I believe we have a couple
Oh.
additional.
Right in front of you. There's another payroll one, there any be. Two more. items.
All right, so AP warrant number 5, $216,110.70,
216.
110.70.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, take that back.
This is the-
Don't mean either.
Should be number 133.
And 30. Oh, God.
Who's done?
I got 133.
Is two done yet?
Yeah, 2's done, 3's done.
We have 133,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I
this
just,
is
yeah.
133. Four,
AP 133 for 17,622.05.
this one needs to be done.
Should be payroll.
Payroll warrant number 4. 7,380.
I think that's it.
All right. Approve is read.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Now we need a second.
and I will second that.
I already did that.
I thought so too, but I'll do it anyways. All right, all those in favor? Okay. Public comment. Well,
I respectfully disagree with Robin's request in regards to going around and see which department head who they want to report to. I don't know many jobs where you can pick and choose who your supervisor or who your contact person is. I would think that the ultimate goal would be to get the best person qualified to oversee that department. Just my opinion.
any other public comment?
I have a comment on that.
Sure.
I don't see why they need a liaison at all. I mean, you hire them with the knowledge that they possess to do the job. And it's my feeling that if they're going to a liaison to solve problems, then the liaison has to go to the board. So it's doubling the time necessary to achieve a result. That's just my feeling on that subject.
Any other comments? Questions?
I have a comment on the solar.
Mhm.
I haven't read the ordinance, apologize,
Mhm.
but I'd just like to know what the ordinance says about maintenance and replacement when the time comes and.
Mhm.
How is that covered?
Does it, thank you for asking that because I read it, but I don't remember it.
It's state, they have to have a disposal plan. in
That's what I'm
place
gonna
For
ask.
state,
Before construction.
yes,
Before we approve.
yes.
Yeah.
If you want, this is a copy of the ordinance, if you don't take it home, and read
I
it.
think I have it on my.
Yeah, they have to do a decommissioning
Yes.
plan. So at the end of the life expectancy on the plan, which is usually 20 years.
What about maintenance
They,
as it's ongoing?
There's
Yeah.
a maintenance plan.
there's a maintenance plan to go in and mow and take care of things. If stuff breaks, they're responsible for fixing it.
Does Bull Rock fall under this ordinance?
There's the what?
Bull Rock, they have a solar array behind me.
The one up behind the villa.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
yes, yes,
That
No,
one
they went
does,
before the ordinance was in
oh,
effect.
but they have a decommission plan,
They do.
yeah,
but
yeah.
Would they still have to follow the ordinance, even though they went in beforehand? I mean,
I would have to read the
Well,
ordinance
that's
to be sure on that
big
because
storm and it blew one of the panels off. And I called them up, I called the number on the sign,
Mhm.
yeah.
and the guy was a real jerk. He didn't want to talk to me. I was trying to explain to him that it's his equipment that was damaged.
Yeah.
I think he thought that I was trying to get them to fix something on my property that
Mhm.
their array had caused, which was wrong, but he wouldn't even, he didn't want to talk to me.
Who enforced that
Finally,
plan?
after several emails to him,
Hold on. I didn't hear what you said.
Who enforces that plan?
Or following the ordinance?
Yeah,
That is a great question. I actually don't know the answer to that.
I mean, we have 2 books of ordinances out there, and
Right.
nobody enforces it.
Let me.
technically, it should.
municipal officers and or the designee is how it's written.
Yeah, right. Ordinance or handbook?
anyway, I was trying to do them.
Oh,
a favor.
Yes.
That's the question, don't.
And he didn't want to talk.
this. I mean,
His
we got,
excuse was, and I know this is crap, because he said, well, we're 15 hours away and, you know, you can't just get anybody up there, you know, and I said, don't you have other arrays in the area in the state of Maine? And he says, yeah, we got a few, but we really don't bother with them too much, and that was his comment to me. And I'm thinking,
Just
wow,
did it for
that's
the
great.
money.
Well,
See, this is my.
so, let me finish, I'll be done in a minute. So, this panel blew off, right? And I know there was stuff loose out there, because at night, when the wind blew, I could see arcing going on, and the grass is this
Mhm.
tall.
Yeah.
If that had ever
Yep.
taken
Mm.
off,
Yeah,
So they did have one fire there already.
did they?
yeah, they've already had one.
So, you know, I mean, I was just trying to look out for it, you know, and
Mhm.
they treated me like
Peasant.
a peasant.
Mhm.
So I decided right then that I wouldn't help him anymore, you know.
Enforcements, violations and penalties. Says this ordinance shall be enforced by the municipal officers or their designee. Violations of this ordinance shall be subject to the enforcement and penalties provision of 30-A MSR, MRS 4452, enforcement of land use laws and ordinances. So if basically it would be whoever the select board designates to enforce them. Whether we call cops, we can call HR County, or Oxford County, I mean,
Code enforcement officer,
but they have to follow the MRS number for the state of Maine for that particular.
See, this is what I question when we talk about a CEO, because if you call CEO, see who issues a junkyard permit, he says your municipal offices. Municipal offices don't have any training. That's where it goes back to talking to Aaron
Right.
about training. We shouldn't be issuing a junkyard permit. We don't have any training on that. That's why it should be the CEO that issues permits.
And I don't know, it's because our current CEO is kind of just helping at the moment, stepping in, we don't technically have one. So I think if we had a full-time CEO, then they would be the ones that would,
Yeah.
the CEO is mentioned multiple times in this particular ordinance as well.
No, it's in the word right out there under junkyard permits.
junkyard permits are completely separate.
Yeah, that's a different deal anyways. That's a state law or a state.
A
Yeah,
select
that was
board
not
member
mistake
shouldn't
law.
be issuing a junkyard. It should be somebody that has trained.
I believe in the junkyard permit application, there's a review by code enforcement officer, there's a bunch of things. that
There's
go
a
into that
multi-step
permit
thing.
application.
I went through it, Diane,
Yeah.
on Patriot Court. Twice.
We haven't had an application for anything on Hafer Court being a junkyard though.
Correct.
So that's, the application process has us involved because it has to.
It has to have a CEO involved too.
Right, it's a multi-step process.
Because, well, it doesn't. I'm not gonna argue this. I went through it with Daniel, he's complaining twice, because he got to fight with the guy.
So then he needs to do a written complaint and we'll, if I'm thinking it's the one that we've already dealt with anyways, so. But
Over and over.
all we can do is follow the process.
Process doesn't work.
Yeah, well. Unfortunately, we have to follow, so. All right, committee reports. What's going on in the office, Kathy?
What's going well? Michelle left. Michelle was trying to add a question, but she won't.
Well, I stirred up enough. I'll see you all later.
Also
Go make
with
that
the
deal.
office, the issuance of the new tree and no tree plates are going quite well. Sewer billing went out, we will be doing sewer liens and tax liens at the end of the month. I don't believe we have many that we were, I haven't checked the sewer liens, I don't believe we have too many as far as the tax liens, but the 30-day notices usually does a little big in the pants type of thing.
Mhm.
Anything else you can think of? All's been well?
She's trying to get back in.
Oh, I don't have a, oh, isn't it? I'm sorry. Sorry, Michelle.
Trish, how's it going? Treasury world?
Year end went well, went very smooth with trio.
We still have to hear back from the audit. See what's left. If it's shooting close to wrapped up, but I need to reach out to RHR. I need to enter the budget. For you. Sorry, I haven't done that. Also, you had given me some entries for
Corrections.
changes for last year. I have
Mhm.
those. And the quarterly payroll reports that are due the end of July are all set. That's one that we can log in, so it's being.
Is Michelle still there?
Yeah.
Yes, just came back.
I'm gonna go back there in a minute. Any other committee reports you need to have, want to have? Yeah. We'll go back to public comment. Michelle, do you still have your hand up?
She's probably muted.
Asked to unmute.
Yes.
Hi. Yes, I do. I do have public comment. I just wanted to comment on the liaison piece and give my opinion on that. I do agree that I agreed with Christine, a hybrid mixed approach might be best because departments like our fire department and our highway department, departments with supervisors, our office, those supervisors are very capable to report to the board. And we have trust in them. But I think our volunteer committees definitely need a point person, somebody to hold them accountable. My opinion. And that's all I wanted to add to that discussion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, so we now have executive session, one MRSA 4056A.
Okay,
Can I get a motion?
make a motion to go into executive session at 7:55. 6:55,
6:55.
sorry.
I don't want to, I don't want to.
I wanted a long break.
All right, I have a motion and a second to go in 4056A. All those in favor?
Okay.